So, today has been a very interesting day so far. This morning I did a meditation uh, as I'm doing the Course in Miracles. Today's lesson was, in quiet, I received God's Word today. And for those of you who don't subscribe to the God concept, um, whoops, the door opened and closed again. It's God. God is there. God is cool. It was the wind. The wind we can't see, just like God we can't see, or that thing we can't see. So I hold the God concept as that which is higher, deeper, and more expansive than us. This is our source. It could be our collective minds, our higher self. Whatever this is, there is something that for all of human history we've explored this thing that we could tap into outside of us and within us. So that's how I hold the God concept, because whatever we call it, however we describe it, it's beyond anything we could imagine. So I was trying to sit in quiet, and what happened was I couldn't do it. So I actually prayed for help. And what I did, I don't know where this came from, but I prayed for help, and I said, inside myself, I said basically, I ask for God, the Tao, and I kind of went through the whole list of whatever our constructs are, to help me be quiet, and to all the bodhisattvas, all the enlightened ones, from Jesus and Buddha to the unknowns. I ask for your help too. And when I said that, it was like I got this inner sound of an ocean shore, like how the when you're at the shore of an ocean, that whooshing sound. And this is a sound I'm very familiar with in meditation. This started when I started the Course in Miracles many years ago. I think right after I got back from Europe in '85. So it's over 30 years, isn't it? 85, 95, 2005, 2000. Yeah, it's over 30 years that I've been doing the Course. And when I'm able to tap into that 0 point field, if you want to use the quantum term or whatever, that space of extreme stillness, and I'm trying to listen to the voice for the divine or from that source. For some reason, for me, it comes as this inner sound, like the ocean um, lapping against the shore. And then I had an image inside myself that I was this empty space, and the waves were coming at me from all directions in a circle. So it was like, and it was like I was that empty space, and the waves were coming towards me and into me and out of me and away from me all at the same time. And for me, I got this sense of kind of a circle of being and becoming. And it's kind of stuck with me, so I'm still kind of in a different state. Now, I also have to say that I had help also with cannabis that I'm taking for my anxiety disorder. Uh, so right before I did the meditation, I took some cannabis, and I accidentally took a little bit more, so I had a higher dose. Now, all through human history as well, we have used um, altered states, substances, and nature to help us achieve higher states. So I'm in good company. So it was like a sacrament, and so it was really quite beautiful. Anyway, so then I started thinking about how I could draw this. And after I had a very extended period of quietness and just absorbing the sound of that inner ocean, the sound of inner beingness. Um, now that I think about it, it's like the ocean of our beingness, you know. So it was beautiful. It still is. Like when I said that, I started to feel that. Can you hear it? No, I guess not. It's kind of like the wind too, you know. The sound of the wind through the trees can also sound like that, in a certain way. Anyways, so I started to play with it in my head, you know, like waves coming at me, waves coming at me, and then I started to play with my tablet, and then first I got the empty page, and then I just tried to empty even all the constructs I already started to form around how do I capture this. And I accidentally hit one of the tools that's like a circle tool, and it's a guide that you can draw freehand. You could draw this kind of in between freehand, but in a perfect circle. So you could kind of use any brush you want in variations, and it'll move around this in a circle, in a perfect circle. So I just started doing it like in a stream of consciousness, and started doing the layers again in the different colors, and just trying to just come from the deeper place that I was contacting. And so it unfolded, and then I finished it, and I put it out there. And when I look at it, right before I put it out there, I like asked what it was called, and I got the circle of being and becoming. And for me, it was this. It energetically captured what I was experiencing. Now it's pretty abstract, so it may only be me that gets the experience when I look at it. So you tell me. um, but anyway, so that was the whole experience, and I wanted to talk about this just real quickly. This seeking, receiving, and following guidance that I talked about before. That's part of my work. Um, how it's integrated in the creative process, that this stream of consciousness drawing that I do, and the field of consciousness video making that I try to do, and the arc of consciousness theorizing and exploring, and self work that I do. All of it's connected to this root of connecting to that circle of being and becoming, and living from that space. For me, is a very authentic space, because for me, it's the deepest truth of who I am, and I think that deepest truth is who we all are. I think that when we tap into that and it channels through us, our unique configuration, it channels through our unique configuration. So, like every snowflake is unique, but it's also part of this big, bigger thing. Like we're waves in the ocean, and every wave is a little different, but we are all moving water through us. We are all part of and we're all interconnected in it. So I think that's kind of, for me, that's where this lies, this tapping into this greater source, channeling it through my unique configuration, and putting it out to the ocean that is in cyberspace and in real space. It's just another level of our collective reality. It looks like we're all separate, but I know when you get into quantum theory and all that, you discover that we're not separate, that the molecules in my body and in the air and in the camera and in the wires and that, and all the way through to where you are and you and all that, there's no separation. We're just, they're just vibrating at different frequencies and they're interacting with each other. So they're all touching each other. It's like it's all interconnected. So in truth, scientifically, we are all one. So that's kind of cool. I get off on that kind of stuff. Anyway, so that's basically where I'm at today. Many blessings. And namaste. I'm saying namaste because I love that term, because for me, it represents, it reminds me of our oneness, because its meaning fundamentally is the oneness in me recognizes the oneness in you. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. And so that's namaste. So I end with namaste, and then peace out is kind of what I learned from the younger generation, is the latest, one of the latest memes around peace. So there we go. Namaste and peace out.